So you want to get into Sole Source Filmmaker? Well, I'll be making a series to explain the program and everything you can do with the program. Now, to start off, if it didn't come up with the create a session thing already, do File, then New. Now, just name your session whatever. I'm just going to name it Test123, then hit Create. Now, first thing you're going to see is that my layout is different than yours. To customize your layout to your preference or to whatever you need, you can hit Windows up here and then it'll pop up with a bunch of things you might need. Now, it may seem confusing at first, but if you just click on them, it'll show you what they do. Now, you can also go to layouts and test out these layouts. You can also make your own and then save your layout. To customize your layout, you just simply drag a tab or pull a tab from the windows. So like this, then you drag the tab wherever. You can hover it over a box, it'll show you the preview of where it's gonna be, everything. Now I'm just going to switch back to my layout that I like. Now, if it's not full screen already, you go to View and Show Full Screen. Now, first thing you want to do is upload a map, correct? So, right-click on the viewport or do Control L and hit Load Map. Now, you can use any of the maps provided. I already have a few maps that I've downloaded, which I'll show you in another video. But it comes with various TF2 maps and a couple extra maps, like a black void and such. Now, let's just find and search payload underscore upward. Upward is a TF2 map, or Team Fortress 2 if you're an idiot. Now that it's loading, it'll take a second. Okay, now that your map is loaded, you'll see the map itself, but how do you look around? How do you move? Well, click and drag on the viewport, and you'll see now that a work camera has popped up. Now you started dragging. Now, when you release or move it around, release, it'll pop up with that. It should pop up with a camera. Don't know why it didn't. But now that you have your work camera, you can click and drag to look around, use the WSD keys to move in those directions, or the Z and X keys to move vertically. Or if you're looking up, move below or above. Now, say you want to get a model in here. How do you do that? Well, you let go, scroll over to Animation Set Editor, right click, create animation set for new model. Now, there's a bunch of models which you'll get used to, but just search for the model you want. Say if you wanted grass or Euro C or whatever you've uploaded. Just search for the name of the model, and then click it if once you find it. As you can see, it'll show you the view of the model. If the model's invisible or it's just weird or something, like I'll show you a preview. Like this one. You can click wireframe to see what the model actually looks like. Let's just go back to my OC. Now, you can either double click it to upload it, or click it and then click open. Now that we have our model, you may be wondering how to move this as well. Well, you click the model, and then you'll also be wondering, why can't I do anything? That's because you need to go to your timeline, then click the motion editor. Now it is showing you the bones and everything. In the clip editor, it renders everything like these little black spots and renders the final image. It does not save it, however, it just lets you view the final image. Now let's go back to the motion editor. You'll have three tools, which you can access between W, E, and R. The first tool is Global Move. If you have your model selected, you can use these arrows to move, or you can move a bone or anything. Now, say if you made a mistake, hit Control Z like almost any other program. Now, you have another tool, Rotate. Again, use the axes or rotate on a ball by clicking and dragging. Control Z to fix it. You can also do this with any bone. Now, say if your little view thing was offset and it wasn't where it's supposed to be, click this one. This is also just completely rotating on a ball, but it has this tab. If you click and drag that tab over to approximately where the bone used to be, it'll fix it. As you can see, every tool is now fixed. Now, to add a light, you hit right click, create animation set for new light. Now, you may see that it's all grouped. If you like it in groups and like to be organized, just do show scene hierarchy. Now, if I create a couple lights and move them out of here, you may be wondering how to put them in a group, or to say put them in the group that already exists. If you want to put them in a group that already exists, click and drag until it has a box over it. Now you'll see the lights in there. But if you want to just create an entirely new group, hold Control and select whatever you want to select to do a multiple select. Then you hit right click and you do group selected DAGs. Now you can also right click again to rename the group. I don't know. Now, there also is a lot of things you can do with lights or models, but those are going to be with other videos. Now that I have shown you with the basics of Source Filmmaker, we will continue in the series later on. Thank you for watching.